All right, so day 5 was all about teams. There were 4 teams qualifying rounds this year. So 3 of them were on the same day and then 1 the next day. The thing is, each of the qualifying rounds go for 3 hours time limit where you have to complete 2 out of 4 puzzles that you get to choose. So, you know, it's at least 9 hours of competition plus all the breaks in between that they have to set up. So people who are working, I mean, they are hustling, okay? So, because for the participants, it's only the 3 hours, but then if you're volunteering, if you're casting and so on, this is hard work. So yeah, I did participate in this day in the teams qualifying rounds. It was the Friday. And so yeah, let's see how the puzzles stacked up between the rounds and how we did. All right, so in Teams qualification round A, there were 67 teams. This round featured the following puzzles: Seeing and Being Seen, Sunset over Amsterdam, A Disney Christmas, and Disney Snow Globes. Each of these puzzles had been chosen by the following number of teams in the subsequent order: 61, 36, 24, and 11. So all the puzzles actually got chosen by some of the teams, and Seeing and Being Seen got chosen by almost all the teams. 7 out of the top 10 teams chose the Seeing and Being Seen and Sunset over Amsterdam combination. 2 teams chose Seeing and Being Seen and Disney Christmas, and 1 team chose Disney Christmas and Sunset over Amsterdam. So Disney Snow Globe didn't make it to top 10 solo, but at least got a representation in the whole round.
And move on to the fast things with a fast pace. Don't let it take over.
Exactly. So speaking of fast-paced,
are they going to keep this under an hour 7? Euro Jigsaw Jacks in the upper right-hand corner. There's only a few pieces remaining. Can they do it? And they do, under an hour 7. Congratulations, with a big dance.
Well
a jigsaw
done.
jig.
Jigsaw jig, I like that. Well done.
A fantastic finish, and they will be moving on to the finals in the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships team category.
Okay. And as Jim is checking, let's have a look at the teams we have on the screen. The Disney puzzle in the bottom right-hand side with our team in the orange shirts here. We're really nearing the end. They have pieces scattered may be too strong of a word. They have pieces hanging out around the edges of the puzzle all over. So maybe they're placed where they think they go, or maybe we're just in cleanup mode and they'll consolidate the pieces soon. But we have a team. Is that Jigsaw?
That's Jig Sauerkraut getting ready to
Sauerkraut.
finish their second puzzle. They're coming into the last 4 or 5 pieces. Can they? Well, look at the acceleration here. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
There it is, an hour 12 and 4 seconds. Congratulations, that's Michelle Casper. You've heard her on the commentary, and Fruji, and a big jigsaw jig for them. Congratulations for that whole team.
Well done, well done.
Then teams qualification round B also had 67 teams. This round featured the following puzzles: Coastal Cottage, Palacio Nacional de Pena, Christmas Time, and Flamingo Park. They are chosen by the following number of teams: 57, 38, 0, and 36. So yeah, Christmas Time wasn't there yet, basically. The most common combo in the top 10 was the Coastal Cottage with the Flamingo Park, which was chosen 5 times. The other 5 teams chose the Coastal Cottage and Palacio Nacional. The top team had a huge lead, finishing their 2 puzzles pretty much 12 minutes before the second team.
Right up into competing against adults. So it's getting really close here. It's now between the Germans and the Spanish. 2 different, very different
close.
puzzles here. I think the Coastal Cottage is the easier one to pick a place at the end, Victor.
Yes, the middle bidding is very confusing. The towers have a different texture and different colors, but also the green here is not that many pieces, and
There's one.
and they are done.
There you go. 115.32.
Second place.
Good job. puzzle mode. Congratulations.
On.
Oh, and so
And the
close, the
Germans.
Germans. Oh, I kind of feel like that tray is a little bit too big for the clothes, but
This was my team's round, and we chose Coastal, Cottage, and Palacio Nacional de Pena and finished 16th with a time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 4 seconds. We also reached our personal best as a team on the Coastal Cottage puzzle, finishing it under 40 minutes at 39:46. So that was super happy, super nice. I really hope I have a chance to puzzle with the awesome people again. Sadly, I don't know how, but I've misplaced the recording of this qualifying round, as I'm sure I had it as I even reviewed it. So to see how we could improve our performance. Also, we got interviewed on Livestream.
we have the team from Latvia, the Speedy Latvians. Come and join us.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes, please introduce yourselves.
My name is Madara.
my name is Elina.
Richard.
And I'm Eva.
And I realize I've been saying your name wrong all these times. I've been saying Madara. Madara is one of our regular participants on the Euro Jigsaw Jam competitions, and now I'm hearing that it's Madara.
That's okay. It happens all the time, and I'm okay with that.
And show us this guy and tell us his name.
I mean, he has many names. Okay, depending on his mood, his name. But a chicken, banana, dundun, whatever I choose to call him, that's his day for that day. That's his name.
Congratulations, the British team jiggered. All right. Okay, so we've just crossed the 2-hour mark. Feel free to comment in the chat if you have a fitting name for banana chicken, for Madara's mascot. And what type of motivation and encouragement did you get from banana chicken today?
Did you guys get any encouragement from the chicken?
Didn't even see him on the table.
I didn't want him to bother us, but he was there.
Okay.
In
I
spirit.
have a
In
name
spirit,
suggestion,
Okay.
but chicken nana.
Yeah. That's a good name. Yeah. He needs maybe a permanent name for the next competition. I'll choose one.
Yeah, so tell us how your team came together. Are you living in the same city, or did you meet through some online event?
3 of us are living in Latvia, except Madara. She's in Spain, but she was in Latvia in July when we had Latvian competition. So we did train, all 4 of us, and we competed in Latvia as well. So that's the only training that we had, and and also in here we meet up once basically.
Yeah, but basically at the end of last year's Worlds, I was like, guys, Latvians, let's make a team. So I was like, who wants to make a team with me? I was already pestering them straight away. And first we had with Eva and Richard, and I was like, okay, we'll find the 4th person. And then Elina turned out to be very, very fast. She came out of nowhere. I was like, look, okay, she's gonna be in our team. And that's it. That's how it came to be.
Yeah, I think we've heard some of the Latvians assembly in your videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
I watch them like every time you post something. I watch it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Madara has a YouTube channel, Madara Be Puzzling. She does time-lapse videos of her different online competitions, as well as reviewing different puzzles, talking about what puzzles she's doing for trainings. She also had a video about the Spanish Championship, and hopefully a video coming up about the Worlds.
For sure, I will make a recap video of how well we did, because it's the first time I reach finals in any category, so I'm very happy.
Yeah. Yes.
Congratulations. Richard, would you like to tell us about the puzzles that you chose?
Yes, so yeah, we chose this castle puzzle, yeah, and also this cottage,
The cottage.
coastal cottage. Yeah, we had this swimming pool puzzle
In Latvia,
in Latvian
yeah.
competition, and we knew that we do not want to put that together.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and the 4th puzzle was, we thought that it is too dark, and so
Too busy.
it was easy choice for us, and
Yeah.
So you chose the castle and the coaster.
Coastal Cottage. This
Okay.
one is the best puzzle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so cute.
I would love to do it.
Yeah, it's so you with a team will do it under 30 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we already have a sub 30. Aussie All Stars did it in 29.
Oh, okay. Then 25.
Then you have to beat it.
yeah, you will do it for sure. It's such a good puzzle. Also, it's very easily divided. We divide it in 2 parts pretty much, and then just finish the middle together. That's it. It's
Yeah.
very, very good.
And what about the castle?
Well,
That
it
one
was a bit more difficult, but we sorted by colors and the sky separately, and we did the colorful buildings, then the sky, and then we finished with all the miscellaneous
In the
kind
middle,
of middle
basically.
blues, kind of browns and stuff like that. But it was still, we did it under an hour, so we're happy.
Yeah, that's really great. And okay.
We just had a team 30 from Chaos is the name of their team, and they have conquered the chaos. Congratulations from Germany.
So would you agree that the middle building is the most difficult one on that puzzle?
Yes, 100. The sky is tricky because there are similar colors on both sides.
Yeah, this one as well.
But the buildings, that ones that are not colorful, those ones are really, really tricky. We did consider sorting by shape because Eva suggested, guys, maybe we sort by shape, and these guys were like, no, we're putting pieces, we're putting pieces in.
No,
Yeah,
it was
this is also very difficult to negotiate in a team if 2 people or even 1 person is doing very well without the shape sort, and the rest is like, we need a shape sort, and then that person is slowed down because they need to wait, and that is also very difficult. How do you manage that?
Well, in this case, it was only Eva, and it was overruled. So,
Yeah.
but no, in general, when it's all of us are kind of a little bit stuck, we're like, no, let's sort by shape, but that doesn't happen very often. But we all decide together, and then we just did it. But again, we haven't done that many puzzles together, so it hasn't happened that often.
Do you think that shape sorting helps with seeing details on pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes, yeah.
It depends on
It
the
depends if
puzzle.
it's like sky,
Yeah.
then not. But if it's in this kind of, maybe not even in this kind of image, because not actually busy. It's just you have to see where the textures are similar. But in a very busy puzzle, for sure. Even if it's like lines in certain direction, yeah, it can help, for sure.
Yeah, because if it has a solid color, it doesn't really, there are no details to be seen.
Yeah, like half of the puzzle would be black or just sky, then we probably would have
Yeah, we
done
saw a
this.
puzzle like that, I think in 2022. In the Teams final, when it still was 1,000 and 1,500, and the 1,500 pieces was like this very dark,
sky.
almost black sky. Yeah.
I mean, from experience, last year they had that cow puzzle, and that one, I'm pretty sure everybody sorted that by shape.
Yeah.
Some pieces at least. That was
Definitely.
horrible.
Yeah, the cow puzzle is very difficult, even if with correct lighting, and that category was very late at night.
Yeah.
So who is here again? Madara, you are here again, right? But is it first time for all of you?
For me, it's first time.
Okay.
First time. She got to finals. Oh,
Yeah.
speedy indeed.
In the individuals?
I have practiced in AGG, so I will say that that's the only practice that I have.
Yeah, so I was about to ask, what would you say is the biggest difference between the online competitions and the in-person competitions?
More sweat and more stress.
I think we are a bit faster here because you can feel that other people are doing the same, but when it's online, no one is like next to you, so it doesn't give you that much of stress, even like
Not that much
because
adrenaline.
here you really speed, I would say.
And also you can really see the person next to you. Oh, am I going faster than them? No.
Yeah,
Okay, speed
yeah.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
And also when I participate in online competitions, I'm all the time thinking, is my camera on? Is there something? So brain is busy with other things.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially if you're not, puzzling in a room with people in it. This is what I was doing in my apartment. I'm always puzzling alone in the competitions online, and then I would never know if it's not on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, what you're looking forward to the most? Probably teams or your individual final?
No, Eva is the only one from Latvia that got in the individuals.
She got amazing result in the individual semifinals.
Yeah.
We're so proud.
So we will be rooting for her.
At least we'll have somebody to root for in the individual. We're so happy.
So how do you feel?
I feel good. Yeah, actually I'm not stressed. I don't know. Maybe because of the heat, I don't feel that stress. Just want to finish and yeah.
Do you feel like the heat is taking away some of the brain capacity, and so it's not into the stress?
Yeah, it's the brain is not able to think about anything else.
Yeah.
Just survive the puzzle.
Yeah.
Do it as fast as you can so you can escape.
Yeah, this is the best strategy. That worked for me thus far.
I mean, I don't think you need the heat to egg you on. I think you're doing that on your own, being fast.
Oh, but the heat is helping.
So Yeva, you qualified for the final?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it bother you knowing that someone like Victor, you'll be hearing cheers quite early? Is it something that you think about when you hear the cheers, or how do you keep on going?
I think it's more calm till the first finish, but later just you need to finish the puzzle, and no matter how many claps are in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a very good approach to just be like, okay, I have to finish the puzzle, right? And I have to do it as best as I can. It doesn't really matter if I do this or that. I just have to do it the best I can.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think maybe that's why you're not stressing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because-
she's a veteran. She was already finals. She was in finals last year already.
Yeah, but last year I qualified due to country, I think. Yeah.
So what would your advice be to someone who's qualified for the final at the World Championship for the first time and might be feeling some nerves? How do you stay calm and just stay in your own head?
I don't know. Actually, I think in any puzzle competitions, I don't feel the stress because the process of assembling puzzle, it's calming, even if you do it fast. Yeah. So, no suggestions.
I feel like the stress is on this half of the team.
Yeah.
So describe what you mean by being stressed in a competition, Alina.
Well, when I came in the first qualifying round in the individuals, my hands were shaking, and I have never had that before. But I think it's because I'm first time in here, that's why. But for me, when I stress, I usually try to. I noticed that I was like kind of speaking with myself, like, okay, where does that go? Sometimes I even heard some people singing at the background. So it's like everyone has their own methods. I also do breathing. Like 4 seconds in, 4 out. It's like from that one I learned from yoga, so that helped me as well, just to calm so that the hands are not shaking.
Congratulations! It looks like a team from Mexico who just finished.
Yeah.
And how is it improved since then? Are your hands still shaking at the beginning of an individual competition?
No, it wasn't. When I saw that I had the third semi-final. So I had this crazy, which I don't remember the name of that puzzle, but there was like a lot of
cute kawaii something.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, come on, why? But I think did it quite fast, even though it was not my type of puzzle. But then I didn't have that stress as in the first round. So yeah.
So is any one of you a busy puzzler?
No.
I hate busy puzzles.
So maybe, I think you should excel as a team in the blocks of colors.
Yeah.
So that's great to have a specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have 4 puzzles to choose from, then there are something for us.
Yeah, for sure.
So how did you feel about choosing the puzzles in the prelims? Did you like it?
I personally liked it, and in pairs, people chose the stitch, so yay for me. I qualified to semifinals because of that in pairs.
Yeah, true.
Did you guys have an easy choice for your round?
For pairs?
Well, choosing the puzzles on the first rounds.
I think, yeah. Like we had, for pairs, we had these cats, so there's no choice. Yeah, it was cats. And for individuals also, it wasn't very hard.
Yeah, for my individual, I basically I had this sword.
Excalibur?
Yeah, that and this round colorful puzzle, and I had done this rectangular one, and I knew that I do not want to do it and fail again, and so I did round one, and yeah, I passed also to next round, so I was happy with the choice.
Yeah, so is there anyone that you'd like to say hi to back home, or anything you'd like to say to the Latvians?
Good job, Latvia. You're doing great, and I'm just gonna shout out the Latvian Jigsaw Puzzle Association leader, Žana. She was also here interviewed, so good job. And if anybody's watching from Spain or Mallorca, hello, buenos dias, ¿cómo estáis?
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, the Speedy Latvians. Good luck in the final. We'll find a good name for your banana chicken.
Perfect.
And good luck for the rest of the competition. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Qualifying round C had 73 teams and featured the 50s, the Housekeeper's Room, Christmas Market, and Stitch. They were chosen by the following number of teams: 58, 13, 56, and 16. In the top 10, 9 out of 10 pairs chose the 50s and Christmas Market. The one other team in top 10 had chosen the 50s and the Housekeeper's Room. The combo of 50s and Christmas Market was overwhelmingly chosen in the subsequent finishes as well. With my team, we would have probably chosen the 50s, and it's kind of hard to tell which would be the other puzzle. The Housekeeper's Room seems alright, but then people said it was much darker out of the box than on the image. And so yeah, it's always a kind of a possibility with Ravensburger puzzles when it's not like flat illustrations. Another thing that happened during the last qualification round on day 5 is that there was a huge storm breakout.
For the teams working for people, you could take this out and place it at the other end of the table, so the other two members further away from the box could actually get basically get a better view. We've just had the news handed to us. Unfortunately, the outside screen has fallen down. That is really unfortunate.
It's really heavy rain.
Yeah, the technical team came in yesterday to install the screen and set it up, and people were really enjoying it last evening. That's just an example of how powerful.
Back here.
No. Doesn't look like. The cameras are on.
The stream is.
I think that the streaming will come soon.
Can you hear us?
Perhaps if you're right asking that.
If again, if you can hear us out there in the world, please say something specific, like we can hear you. That would make it a lot easier for us as we try and get back into what was supposed to be. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It is amazing to hear so many people say that all at once. You all are great. I super appreciate you sticking with us. We tried as good as we could to provide you with some updates via YouTube chat. For those of you who are in the chat, thank you for bearing with us. Obviously, there's a lot of information we don't know at this point, but I do appreciate your support. We did our best to try and get you some information. Everybody went running around to try and provide a lot of information back into the stream. So we will spend the next few minutes trying to catch up and trying to catch you up with us. Couldn't show you, but where Charlie was holding a chair over the top of the table to try and prevent it from getting rained on. So Charlie, I think the boy wonder of this whole entire event, out there doing every last thing to make sure that people have as fair a competition as they can have. Good job, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie, for that.
Yes.
That was the quickest thing that you could improvise.
I think that might have been table 48, because that was like around that area.
That seems like the right general area.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I always try to say see the right thing of the things, but imagine, luckily this is not during individuals where that did happen close to 1 hour. It could be extremely dramatic when the last
when the
moment.
lights go out,
So luckily it was in such a longer period.
And there's a little bit of thunder just to remind us that it's not over until it's over.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I was just about to say that it looks like the clouds have lifted because suddenly we have more light in the room, but I think that's also because the spotlights are back on.
Yeah.
At least it seems here that the lighting situation has improved. But coming into the close here, we have the A's and the O's from the Netherlands. Oh, sorry, O's and the A's, other way
It's
around.
very important to get those in the right order.
O's and A's, showing us what they do best, pick and place, busy puzzles, and just doing it with such exhilaration.
I have to say, I'm really excited to see the Brat sisters sort of debut, if you will, on the national stage. Obviously, they've been doing a lot in the Netherlands, but it's great to see them out here where they become less mysterious, and now we can know more about them.
Yeah, we're seeing a real exhilaration here from Dome Sweet Dome, but it's going to be the it's the Netherlands.
Close to the gaps, so we'll be pretty fast.
Down to one tray.
Yeah.
Last couple pieces.
Down to a single last tray. Couple
it's
of
official.
last pieces.
Americans, come on, you got this.
Yes,
Nice.
and that's 5 minutes after.
Dome Sweet Dome. People may be considering that. They may reconsider their team name after this experience.
I'm not so sure they find it so sweet anymore.
Yeah.
That's right.
Actually, I was expecting a different reaction this time. Like, it was so hilarious when one of the members of the team finished in the semifinals when they realized that she was the first one.
Oh, Emma, yeah.
Yeah.
When she realized that she had finished first, and she just was like, "What?"
I was expecting another expression again.
Yeah, we'll need to tell her that that in finals, wherever she places, we expect to see a dramatic
Absolutely,
expression.
needs to become
It
a
is now
thing.
her thing.
Yeah.
We need some drama.
All right, it looks like
We've not had enough.
We haven't had enough drama.
But yeah, now the Spanish team is about to finish.
Puzzle Marauders getting it right down there.
Left.
Looks like they've got 3 hands. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes somebody backs out just to make sure that everybody can work. But good job for the Puzzle Marauders getting all the way through that.
All right, that concludes the day 5 marathon of 3 qualification rounds for teams. The last qualification round for teams was gonna be the next day. So let's start day 6. Okay, so day 6 included last qualification round for teams. Then it was finals for individual and pairs category. But when it comes to the teams round, because this was a Saturday, a lot more Spanish teams had asked whether they could participate on a Saturday, because, you know, a lot of people, they can't spend whole week in Valladolid competing in all the rounds. So bunch of people just came for the teams. Also, that way you could see that the last qualifying round of teams in the evening had more teams. But this qualifying round of teams was overwhelmingly the most popular, even though the amount of teams qualifying for the finals didn't change. But still, if people wanted to compete, they could only come for the weekend. They were participating in this teams qualifying round. So yeah, let's take a look. So teams qualifying round D had 80 teams participate. Again, because it's Saturday and more locals could come to the competition. In this round, you could choose between Jellini, Disney and Pixar, Garden Allotment, and Rockefeller Center. They were picked by the following number of teams: 54, 18, 74, and 5. So the Garden Allotment was by far the most picked puzzle, and it makes sense as it's easily dividable and has the same vibes as the Coastal Cottage from round B, which is also a very, very cute puzzle. All top 10 teams chose Garden Allotment and Jellini puzzle. I'm sure my team would have chosen Garden Allotment, but I'm not sure about the other puzzle. Maybe the Jellini puzzle is not as busy and thus easier to sort for each member to have something to do. The Rockefeller one is just too dark, so we wouldn't have considered it, but then again, it was in the morning, so the lighting was actually pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell.
With Mari Black, Hannah Sigler, Sammy Brownlow, and Karen Nill coming into the close. Can they keep this under an hour 8? Really phenomenal puzzling. I think there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 pieces remaining. They are going so quickly right now. Each person is picking them up. Can they do it under only a few seconds? Hour 7:42, second place for Team Whimsy Pieces.
Incredible.
especially around the end. Where's the dance?
Where's the dance?
Where's the dance?
Maybe we'll get one. And here are the Speed Swedes closing in on this Gelini puzzle. That duplication is so split throughout every edge of this, which is really tricky. They're doing a phenomenal job. This is not an easy puzzle to do.
No.
You know, I say it all the time. If you think that what they're doing is so straightforward, go get a 1,000-piece puzzle, get 3 of your friends, and see if you can come close to getting that puzzle done in 50 minutes.
Yes, definitely. It is a skill. It is a skill. It can be developed by practice, but it is definitely an outstanding
Speed Swedes
skill.
only have about 5 pieces remaining. 3. Can they keep this under an hour and 8:30? Not quite, but they are doing a phenomenal job. There it is.
An hour and 8 and 32 minutes.
Congratulations to the Speed Swede. They may take a small penalty for a missing piece there, but that was a fantastic job. Amazing puzzling. The Speed Swedes will be moving on to the team's final.
Alright, so that concludes all the team's preliminary rounds, so now we can look at all the top 10s combined and see how all the combos stacked up. The Garden Allotment and Gelini combo was the fastest, but in the top 10 of the top 10s we have at least one team from each preliminary round, but mainly featuring completions from round A and D. Especially from round A, 3 different puzzle combos are featured in the top 10, so that leads to the conclusion of either the teams that were in this round were just much faster puzzlers, or the puzzles that were on offer were just easier. Alright, so now we move on to the pairs final, which came before the individual final. Again, I wasn't participating, but you know, I don't think we would have been able to complete the puzzle in the time limit, which was 2 hours, because if you look at the kind of puzzle that was last year, I think it was slightly easier, and we couldn't even finish that one in the time limit, and yeah, that one was for sure a much easier puzzle. But anyways, the problem with this year was that the image got leaked of this puzzle. The internet sleuths be sleuthing, and you know, people had their hacker thingies ready, and because they interpolated, I'm not sure if that's the word, of how the images are listed in the Ravensburger website. I think that's how they figured it out, how to maybe find them. And yeah, so the image got leaked. Lots of people saw it. Some people were upset that people were kind of distributing it, but at this point, like, the top teams are gonna look at it. If you don't want to look at it, when you hear some kind of rumors like this, just don't go on the internet, basically. Don't go on the social medias, because, right, the biggest argument for distributing is because if it's available, people will distribute it even through private channels, right? And so they will get an advantage. If you want to be competitive, even though it sucks, you kind of have to take these chances, right? And then from the live stream, when people were finishing the puzzle and they got interviewed, they actually said that they were analyzing the image. They were uploading it in the online kind of puzzle making website. So you could put your image and you could kind of do a puzzle online. So it's not one-to-one comparison, but they were telling that just to see an idea of what would be as a section, right? What would appear on a pieces together as a section? How big is the section gonna be, of how many pieces, and so on and so forth. Solve it that way. Then they did say at the end that that kind of help with kind of strategizing, but when you're actually in the situation, their strategy changed. But anyways, you should listen to the interviews to see how people approach when they have the image beforehand, not as a physical puzzle, but how do they approach analyzing the image, right? Very interesting.
Winning moments, but thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the hard work all of the hosts have been doing for the live stream. It's been amazing to stay tuned, and thank you so much.
Thanks for being part of the team.
Yeah, thanks for all you've set up, Robin. This is exciting. I think they're down to about the last 15 pieces here for Anna and Veronica. They are closing this out really quickly. There's only one large gap on that right-hand side. They're going to be able to blast through this. I think there's a little bit of tree pieces that they're going to try to use the greens. They're going to try to outline that entire section piece by piece before dropping into the middle. They're coming up on 54 minutes and 20 seconds. Are they going to be able to keep this under 55? I think they're going to be able to do it, Rob.
I think you're right, and I can't believe you're talking that fast.
I got super excited because they're moving fast.
Drive it home.
They're down to the last 5 pieces or so. They're going to keep this under 55 minutes.
His hands are shaking.
Oh, they know it's happening. They can hear the crowd. Little bit of excitement. We're coming in on last 2. There it is.
Well done, Anna and Veronica.
Congratulations to Anna and Veronica from Poland. First place finish at the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships Pairs Final. And right behind them, on their heels, Katya and Kiara finishing up the last 15 pieces or so.
It's going to be under 30-second difference, maybe under 20-second difference.
Oh, wow. And that difference can come down to just the flip alone. And Katya and Kiara finish in second place. Congratulations.
Looks like maybe I can't tell if they have a missing piece there and called time, or just thought they might have.
Phenomenal puzzling.
Well done.
It's so difficult to do it at this level. You know, I was saying earlier, Rob, that just picking up a piece costs about half a second. If you have the initial dump of pieces and an extra 30 pieces are face down, that's going to be an extra 15 seconds worth of flip that you have to do. That isn't under your control.
So I was talking with Irina on the U.S. team, who has the record for the speed puzzling last year in the U.S., the speed run. Cats on a Bookshelf, I think is what it was. And I asked her with her fastest time under 18 minutes, 17 something. I said, like, was that the very last run you did? She said no, it was all luck of how the pieces fell. So she tried it many times after her best one because the pieces just fell differently and cost her more time.
Yeah, and that's totally what can happen here whenever the margins are that tight. But look at how the race continues, because we still have a full podium that can finish up here. Victor and Natalia are so close. They're at that stage where there's not a whole lot of gaps left in towards the middle, but they need to work out those puzzles within puzzle pieces. That's the thing that's that meta-ness might have been tripping them up a little bit.
Yeah, that is interesting that it is a very different place that they ended up than where Veronica and Anna finished up. And we see a similar sort of thing on the Teresa and Marquetta side, where they've got that puzzle piece, some pieces down at the bottom.
Inga and Ellen in the upper left-hand corner here, table number 4, they know that they are in the finish. It's going to come down to who's going to brute force this a little bit faster, and I think Inga and Ella have the edge.
I think you're right. I think that, you count the first couple of large bits of applause, and you just kind of run with it. And so I think that at this point, you know that you're in contention. You know that there's been a couple, but there's not been a lot.
Yeah, look at how Inga and Ellen's puzzle, it's Swiss cheese based. Any piece they pick up, they know exactly where it's going to go. There's no ambiguity.
Look how fast Ellen's placing those pieces.
Yep. Victor and Natalia have a larger gap. It might have been the same number of pieces a minute ago, but because of where those gaps are, that makes a huge difference. Inga and Ellen, are they going to be able to keep this under 58 minutes?
Look at the face on Ellen. She's just like really in the zone. She's focused. She's like, we got to do this. We got to do this. You can tell that there's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of stress maybe going through that. And she's pushing it all the way to the end.
Congratulations.
We got one more.
A third place and a podium finish for Inga and Ellen. Congratulations.
Look how thrilled they are.
And the race keeps going on. Our puzzlers are doing fantastic. It's got to be jarring to hear applause, and everybody gets that little boost of panic initially.
I'm not sure Victor knows what that feels like to have other people be applauded before he gets there. So this may be a new experience for him at Worlds.
Well, and that's A-okay, because he is going to certainly experience being a top finisher here in this pairs division.
Absolutely.
Are they going to keep it under?
The top 3, we had Veronica and Anna from Poland with the time of 54:45. Then we had Kathy and Kiara as a mixed pair with the time of 55:22. And then Ellen and Inge from Netherlands with the time of 57:42. So still very, very fast, but harder than last year's puzzle. The top 2 finishes were real nail-biters at the venue, actually. It felt like it could go either way, but in the end, Veronica and Anna took the win as always. The cheers were amazing. Okay, so now we are at the end of the day and it's individual final. As with the pairs finals, I was watching live in the dome actually, and it was basically the reaction of the puzzle reveal was kind of, that it's gonna be a harder puzzle than last year. It was very dark, it was already evening, the lighting wasn't amazing. Not that necessarily lighting would help because this was a flat illustration. The thing is, just as with the previous puzzle, the image didn't get leaked, but the names of the puzzles, of all the released puzzles, got leaked from some kind of puzzle shop website, online website. So people could kind of get an idea maybe of what is gonna be on the puzzle, because this is one of the names that got leaked. But I don't think we could have quite imagined that. I have myself bought the puzzle. We'll see how it goes, I guess, when I do it. But yeah, this puzzle was tricky.
It's just a matter of shape work. Can you get those piece cuts in where they belong the faster than anybody else? We're coming up at the 38-minute line, and this is a barn burner of a puzzle. I know several people paid for the entire seat, but you only need the edge of it right now as we're coming into the close here. If you have nails, start biting them, because you're not going to have any before too long here.
Guys, this is so exciting. I think I'm gonna cry. Wow.
I think Veronica is only down to about 20 pieces. Victor looks about maybe 25. Kati isn't too far behind. She's doing excellent. This is going to be so close. I don't know who exactly to watch. Victor might have a little bit of advantage piece-wise here. He is moving way fast. Veronica doesn't quite have that same physical space. Victor is catching up. I think he's going to be able to overtake at this point. Kati is also, she knows that acceleration is coming. She knows that the camera's around. She can hear the hum in the audience. People are getting so excited. You can hear people getting ready to start that cheer. This is coming down to the wire.
Victor is Veronica.
Oh man, I don't know. We're getting ready to cross the 39-minute line. I think Victor only has about 12 pieces remaining. Veronica doing a little bit of a shape sort, but I think Victor's going to be able to grab the rest of these. He is pulling into the lead. He doesn't even have to do the sort. Anything he picks up is going in. He's down to the last 5 pieces. He's going to get 4, 3. He's down to the last 3 here. Can he get them in? 2. Oh, get that last one in and claim victory. Is he going to hit it before the 40-minute line? There's a few more pieces sitting on top of the puzzle. There's a few more sitting on top of the puzzle. Oh, there's a few more. This is going to be crazy. There's so much stack. I think there's a hole in that right-hand side. They're so close. This is neck and neck. Who is going to come out first in the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships 2025? Steel Division, cutting it under the line. Is it going to be an edge? There's a missing piece. There's a missing piece on the left-hand side. She gets it in. Veronica! 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the wire.
Wow, Veronica, wow. Wow.
Veronica gets first, but now the hunt is on for the rest of the podium. Who is going to come in the top 10? We have Victor and Kati neck and neck right now. They're so close. I think I couldn't see how many pieces Victor had left on the board, but Kati has a whole bunch underneath. Is Kati going to be able to catch up? I think Victor has a little bit of an edge. Who's going to be able to take second place coming into the finals here? There it is. Victor gets it just ahead.
It's a Poland 1-2.
And Kati, only a few pieces behind. Congratulations.
This is so exciting, Logan.
Yeah, amazing.
Logan cannot talk.
Unbelievable scenes here.
They were so close.
But look how friendly they're all friends. Ah.
Oh, now to Veronica. Oh, this is so cute.
That's exactly what we like to see.
So it looked like it, but he had so many pieces on top of the puzzle itself,
exactly.
So we didn't realize.
Well, and here's the thing. We still have the red.
Ну? Lasă, eu te rog acasă. Eu te dau, da?
Nu mă cred, vai să la ultima
Right, so when I just saw the puzzle, my guess was it will take over 35 minutes to complete this, because this definitely was a much harder puzzle. But nobody was prepared to see that just one person, the winner, managed to get this puzzle done in under 40 minutes. And it was even bigger nail-biter than the previous round, as Victor had placed his black pieces on the puzzle, so you couldn't really see them on the live stream or watching on the screen how many pieces he had left and what's going on in his puzzle. And it seemed like he might be done, but then he just kept putting pieces in. And suddenly Veronica was done, and she had piece missing, but then she just grabbed it, snatched it on the bag. So wasn't that so exciting? Watching it live, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, what's gonna, like, how many pieces that he's left? So it was actually so close. Right, so yeah, I'm always disappointed when I don't get to the subsequent rounds, but like watching this was so insane. It was so like I got nervous for them because it was just so close. And yeah, the top 3 was Veronica from Poland with a time of 39:44, Victor from Poland with a time of 40:20 came second, and then third place was Kati from Germany with the time of 40:25, so only 5 seconds behind Victor. It was such an insane finish, as really the top 3 had such close times. I will of course do this puzzle at some point to see if I can do it within the time limit, which was 1 hour and 15, but I'm not sure. It was a very difficult puzzle, and yeah, the suspense was pure cinema. With what Victor put us through. So yeah, he really made it so much more exciting. I don't think he meant to, but yeah, it was amazing. You should listen to his interview after, because he did say, it's like, he usually likes putting the pieces on the puzzle, but then they blended in with the background because there was so much black, so he was actually struggling a little bit. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Best worlds, I think, finish. Individual finish, I think, best ones so far. I mean, I only seen 3, but this was best by far. There wasn't, because they were all so close. So it's not like one of them was just so much faster than the other. They were all so close. So it was anybody's game. All right, so that was like the best finish I've seen, because I've only seen 3. And one of them online last year I also saw, but it was just so much more exciting than anything we've seen, because it was so close the whole time. Like anybody could win it. They were only like 30 seconds apart. That's so crazy. And Victor made it so much more exciting. I don't know, not on purpose probably, but like, oh man, it was so exciting. It was so exciting to watch. Like you could hear the and ahs and everything, and I was making those noises also. I was like, what is gonna happen? So it was amazing. It was amazing. A nice cherry on top of the cake of this whole crazy long day. And yeah, it was amazing. That was very, very cool. But we are moving on to day 7. All right, so day 7, Sunday, it was the last day of competition, and it was Teams final round, which I was participating. Woo! I feel like I'm a winner already by getting to a final. But my team was amazing. We qualified, no problem, to the finals of teams. And so we got to do unreleased puzzles, which is great. The puzzles in question was Ladybug Lane, which was actually branded as the world's, puzzles. And the other one was Waterfalls of Kirkjefell or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm butchering the name. And that one was honestly kind of a generic puzzle, so not super amazing. I'm not impressed with that one. The other one was very hard. Don't get me wrong, but at least it was like kind of unique looking puzzle. The other one was kind of like a generic image that you've seen already plenty of times. Anyways, we started with the Ladybug Lane because obviously it's gonna be easier. How wrong we were. The Ladybug Lane was just so many busyness. So much busyness all over the place, with so many colors repeating all over the place, textures repeating all over the place. It was mental. It was a very, very hard puzzle. Actually, for us. I guess for our team, we don't really prefer, none of us in our team prefer busy puzzles. So what happened is that we finished the Kirkjefell puzzle faster than the Ladybug Lane. And we started with the Ladybug Lane. So you start with more energy, because once you are going already for an hour, like, you're tired. but we still finished the second puzzle faster than the first one, so it was much easier puzzle, I think. And yeah, we finished it in the time limit, which was great. It took us a little over an hour to complete the Ladybug Lane, and then, but we finished it almost 10 minutes slower than the Waterfalls of Kirkefell. So for the second puzzle, my teammates on the Sky Duty really knocked it out of the ballpark. Overall, we placed 49th out of 107 teams and beat our placement, which was 61st. Our final time was 1 hour 56 minutes and 40 seconds. But the winners of the teams category was Euro Jigsaw Jack's EGJ squad with Kiara, Kati, Hannah and Victor as a mixed team, and they placed first with a time of 1 hour 16 minutes and 4 seconds, so really fast. Second place went to the Czech puzzle queens Jana, Katerina, Teresa and Marketa from Czech Republic with the time of 1 hour 17 minutes and 40 seconds, so really close. And third place to the O's and A's from the Netherlands with Ellen, Inge, Sienna and Teun with the time of 1 hour 20 minutes and 30 seconds. So you know, the top three actually really close. But if you look at the stats, the Ladybug Lane was the more tricky puzzle, because across all the puzzlers they finished that one slower than the waterfall one. Alright, so that concluded the whole competition. After that, on the same day, after like an hour break, they had the award ceremony. I couldn't stay for the whole thing because we had to catch our train back. Obviously, we didn't win anything, but it was amazing. They had different award categories this year, like the best debut and, you know, best sibling or best senior category. So fastest senior category. So it was pretty cool for more people to get prizes, basically. But yeah, it was amazing. The teams round didn't seem quite so exciting. I mean, it was still exciting of who's gonna place, but the pairs and the individual category were the real, like the real sauce. It was just so exciting. But yeah, that is the conclusion. What I can say about this event. Well, let's get serious here. There were, for sure, some massive failings in the organization. I don't want to say for it to sound bad, like, I think this is a great event in general. The idea of this event is amazing. But once you've already held this event 5 years, it can't feel so amateurish anymore. Like, this is an established brand, let's say, of an event. This is an established, has big sponsors, unreleased puzzles, week-long event. But so it can't seem so hodgepodge together, I feel like you should be prepared for any eventuality. Like, you can't count on the weather being cool to have like nice conditions in the dome. That's just not how it works. Like, it doesn't seem professional. You can't have to rely on the participants to take care of these kind of things. Like, well, you guys have to stay cool because it's very hot in the dome. Like, dude, solve the problems, right? I don't know. I really don't want that to take away from actually the amazing event that is World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship, because it is amazing. You get to see so many people, you get to know so many people, such cool vibes. Like, the vibes are so amazing, but it was just marred so much from the failings, these glaring issues, also the non-communication. I don't know. What you guys think? If you participated, let me know in the comments. If you go through this massive video, let me know in the comments what you think if you participated. If you were watching from the outside only, what do you think of this event? Yeah, basically those are my final thoughts. I still had fun. I still have great memories. Just thinking back and talking about it, it just puts a smile on my face. This whole whole experience, even though there were some dark clouds on the horizon, there was sun shining above our heads. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to type in the comments something to let me know that you've got through this whole video, say Banachinakin, you know, my little mascot that got me through this event with his nice cute little stories. And so yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. Bye.